Hey, Matt Mathersum here with Matt Mendes. Thank you so much for joining us and being a part of the program today. You know how we feel about it. We really do truly appreciate you guys being here. Well, before I get started, I have to announce, obviously, I have a wonderful relationship with these guys at Paws Saving Paws. If you are in a position to help these guys out, they're a wonderful organization. They're doing all kinds of work with saving dogs, be it transportation, adopting, fostering. If you're in a position to help these guys out, please reach out to them at Paws Saving Paws and help. You can head over to my TikTok channel as well at That's My Dog and get information from there as well. All right, well, today's episode is going to be on graphing parametric equations. You thought we'd never get there. Well, today we have gotten there. And our t value is going to be greater than or equal to -2, and it's going to be less than or equal to a +2. Now, in the essence of time, I've already filled out our t values here, so we will be finding out the x values and the y values. Remember, when we're doing this type of parametric equations, the x values rely on the t as the y's rely on the t. In this particular case, y is not relying on x in this particular instance. All right, well, let's go ahead, and we've got our x equals t plus 2 here. So I'm going to go ahead and just rearrange this just a little bit so we can solve for our x values. I'm going to plug in our t value to our x here, and we will get started. So when t is -2, I'm going to put that right here, and we add 2 as well to it. That gives us a value of, 0. So our x value here is 0. If I plug in -1 here to t, -1 plus 2 gives me it gives us a 1 value. So I've got an x value of 1. I plug in my 0 here for t. I've got 0 plus 2. That gives us a value of 2. Doing +1 here, I've got 1 plus 3, or 1 plus 2 does give me 3. I gave the answer away, but I don't think that's going to ruin this episode. I've got a +2 here being added to another 2, so that's going to give us a value of +4. All right, well, our x values are taken care of. I'm going to go ahead and erase this right here so we can conserve space, and we're going to take care of our y over here. Okay, well, we've got t squared is going to be equal to y. Let's go ahead and solve for this. Well, plug it in -2 here, square it, gives us a +4. And a -1 squared gives us a 1 value as well. And 0 being squared, well, we know what happens there. That's just going to be a 0. And so I've got a y value of 0. Go ahead and plug it in 1 here, being squared as well. It's going to give us a value of 1, y value of 1. Last but not least, 2 being squared, well, that's just a +4 in our world, or anybody's world, or this world anyway. Okay, well, I've got my y values as well. What is it time to do now? You got it. Let's go ahead and graph this guy. All right. We can erase this. And we are working again with the Cartesian plane. So we've got our y-axis here. We've got my x-axis here. And let me go ahead and make some tick marks here while I've got it on my mind. And we've got our values down here in the y territory as well. Probably need to do some up here in the positive direction as well. I don't think I'm going to have to deal with anything in the -x. So let's go ahead and just do it here just for safekeeping. Okay, so starting over here with our t -2, it's going to be the coordinates of 0, 4. Well, my x is 0, so now I'm at my point of origin, and I'm going up 4 into positive territory. So that looks like it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that gives us something along the lines of here for our first value. Our first point, I should say. All right, well, -1, when it's t, we've got coordinates of +1 on the x-axis and +1 on the y-axis. So let's just go ahead and say that it's along the lines of here. My graph isn't going to be perfect because I'm not an artist. I am not, but we already know that. All right, well, when t is 0, our x value is 2, and this particular instance, our y value is 0. So our x value is all that's going to matter here, and that point is plotted there. All right, well, for the t at 1, that's going to give us a coordinate of 3 on the x-axis, which is here, and I'm going to go up 1 on the y-axis, so let's just make that along the lines of here. All right. Well, when t is 2, we've got 4 and 4 as our coordinates. So I'm going 4 over on the x-axis, and then I'm going to go up 4 here on the y-axis. All right. Well, looking at this guy, I'm going to go ahead and just connect the dots. And again, I'm not best artist in the world, but you get the idea. Just pop basic parabola, right? Okay, so for this point right here, that's going to be t equals to 0. And for this point here, that's going to be t equals 1. And then for this plot here, that will be t equals 2. Here will be t equals 3. And last but not least, obviously, t equals 4. Well, all that's left for me to do now is point the arrows in the direction that this parabola, or this object, projectile maybe, is heading. And that's obvious. It's heading in this direction, isn't it? So I'm going to go ahead and darken this up a little bit, add some arrows here to it, because that's how we plot parametric equations. Just darken this in here a little bit. And last but not least, just kind of pointing it up here as well. Pretty it's not, but you get the general idea. We're going from the t value of 0 all the way over here to t equals 4. You can see that this function is rising positively. All right, well, that's all the time we have for here on Math Madness. I'm your host, Matt Mathersum. See you guys really soon.